In this tutorial video, I'm going to show you how to create and modify events in a Google Calendar. Now we're going to just presume that you've already gone to google.com/calendar and you logged in with your Google account, which is typically a Gmail address. Now once we log in, we'll want to come down to the left-hand side and we'll see a list of My Calendars. And you can see that you can select or deselect any particular calendar. So we want to first, before we create any events, make sure that we've selected the calendar for our particular property. Now let's go ahead and we'll just create a sample event. We'll say that at 12 noon on Thursday, I just click right on the time slot and it defaults to a 1-hour event, and I can type in the title, so I'll put in sample event. And then if I want to add some more details, which this is recommended, so that your guests or visitors will be able to see a little bit more information about what you've got going on, I'll click Edit Event, and I'll put in a location, and then a quick description, just maybe a short sentence about what's going on at the event. And then you'll want to just verify the date and time and the duration. And once you've got all the information set up, you can hit save. And there's our event scheduled in the calendar. And now let's take a look at a couple different ways that we can easily manipulate or modify this event that we've created. So for example, if I want to reschedule to a little bit earlier in the day, say we're bumping it to 11, I can really just drag and drop that the event box to a different time of day. We can move it to any time frame we need, or if we're going to schedule it for a whole different day entirely, I can just drag it back and forth from day to day and it moves very easily. If I want to delete the event, all I have to do is click right on the name. You can delete it here, or this also gives us the opportunity to edit any of the details if the address changes, or if we need to get real specific about the time frame, or add some more details in the description. We can do that here, and then we'll save, of course. And then a couple of the other advanced options that you have, we'll take a look at those. Let's click on the name again, and you'll see up here just underneath the date and time, we've got two options: all day and repeat. So for example, if your property books out your events venue on a full day basis, rather than blocking out just a specific time period, we can check all day. You'll notice it takes the hours away, and when we hit save, it moves it up here to this all day event. And let's try the next one. We'll uncheck all day and we'll go to repeat. So if you happen to have an event that repeats itself either weekly or monthly or bi-weekly, you have all kinds of options in here. It's highly customizable. So you'll set up your options here for the repeat, click done, and you'll see that this one just by default was repeating weekly on the day that we already had it set up. So now if we go to the month view, we'll see that that sample event is now repeating itself every week. And those are the basics to how a Google Calendar works. We will help you with the setup of the calendar if you need help setting up the Google account itself. And we will also help with installing the calendar on your website. And the nice thing is that once the calendar is embedded on your site, any changes that you make here inside Google Calendar will automatically be reflected in the calendar that's on your website. So it doesn't require any additional effort there. If you have any other questions, or if you're having trouble with Google Calendar, you can get in contact with our support department, which is support@bnbwebsites.com.